I'm beginning a review of intermediate algebra, and I'm going to be using a series of exams by Mark Turner, produced in the fall of 2009. Mark Turner is an instructor at Cuesta College, and you could download these exams for yourself. Just do a search for Mark Turner, Cuesta College, Intermediate Algebra, Exam 1, and you can download these. And he also has a solution guide that goes with them. Mark uses Introductory and Intermediate Algebra for college students by Robert Blitzer, the third edition, I believe. Okay, what's the first problem? I'm to divide using synthetic division. Okay, first thing to check is check your dividend and your divisor and make sure they're in ascending degree, descending degree. Okay, so let me check. So the dividend is x to the fourth, x cubed, x to the second, x, and then no degree for the last term, so the dividend's okay. Okay, how about the divisor? Yeah, it's x and then just a constant, so the divisor's okay. Okay, the next thing is that the divisor should be in the form x minus c. Okay, it's supposed to be in x minus c form. Is it in x minus c form? No, it has a plus sign, not a minus sign. Is there a way to write it so that it will be in x minus c form? Yes, I could write it as x minus a negative 3, and then it's in the x minus c form, and the c part would be then equal to negative 3. Okay, next thing is make a backwards L, or I would call it a half a box. Okay, I've made a backwards L, and put in that backwards L what c is. Okay, so I'm putting in, since c was negative 3, I'm putting negative 3 in that box. Okay, alongside the box, put the coefficients of your dividend in there, in descending degree. Okay, so I'm putting the x to the fourth had a coefficient of 3. I'm putting in the 3. And then the next one has a minus sign, so that must be a negative 1 for x cubed. Putting in a 2 next, then a 6, and a negative 5. Done that. Okay, now draw a line but leave a space, and draw a line underneath those coefficients that you've drawn, but leave space in there. Okay, got the line in there. Okay, now the next step is bring down that first coefficient, that first 3 that you wrote, and show with an arrow how you're bringing it down. Okay, I'm going to bring it down, and then put that 3 then right underneath the line that you drew. Okay, got it. Okay, now begin a process of multiplication and addition. So first the multiplication. Take whatever's in the box, what's in your box, negative 3, and multiply it by that 3 that you just brought down. And so what's negative 3 times 3? Negative 9. And then put the negative 9 underneath the negative 1. So in the next position, above the line. So, okay, negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. Okay, now it's time for adding. So add the negative 1 and the negative 9, and what do you get? Negative 10. Okay, now repeat that process. So take the c value, whatever's in the box, okay, negative 3, and multiply it times that negative 10, okay, and what do you get? 30. Okay, write that down. And then add them up. The the 2 and the 30, 32, and just keep going. Okay, so negative 3 times 32 is negative 96. And so now I'm adding the negative 96 and the 6, and I get negative 90. And one more time, I'm writing the negative 3 times the negative 90 is 270 positive. 270. And then I'm going to add the negative 5 and the 270, and I get a 265. Okay, now that's your quotient, but you need to write it, and write it as a polynomial of degree 1 less than what the dividend was. So what was the degree of the dividend? It was of degree 4. Okay, so compose your polynomial, your quotient answer, with starting out with degree 1 less than 4. Okay, so that would be degree 3. So I'm going to write 3x to the third, and then next one is minus 10 x to the second. I'm writing them in descending degrees. And then plus 32x, and then minus 90. Okay, the number that's in the last position is your remainder. So do you have a remainder of anything besides 0? Yes, I have 265 for my remainder. Okay, so it's a positive 265, so write a plus, okay, and then make a fraction. Okay, I'm making a fraction bar, and put the that 265 in the numerator, and in the denominator put what you were originally dividing by, what the original divisor was. Okay, that was the x plus 3. Okay, so I've got 3x to the third power minus 10x squared plus 32x minus 90 plus 265 over x plus 3. Okay, circle your answer. It's being circled. And that completes the first synthetic division problem. Okay, see you next time.